All of us are aware that our choices in life can have profound impacts on our future. We consider many factors when deciding our career path, where to live, whom to date, and so on. Sometimes, however, life can throw us unexpected curveballs that force us to make choices we never anticipated. Welcome to my channel. Today, let's take a look at this Reddit post. My boss forced me to move into his guest house. I was excited. I had just landed my first job out of college. It was a big deal. My parents were proud and overjoyed for me. I couldn't wait to start working and prove myself. But there was one problem. Our company was located about 80 kilometers from the city. It meant I would have to relocate. However, I was determined to succeed. So I started searching for apartments near my workplace. That's when my boss offered, "You don't need to worry about accommodation. You can just move into my guest house. It's empty anyway. You can stay there rent-free." Although I was suspicious of his offer, I agreed. On the day I was supposed to move in, my boss handed me the keys and gave me a tour of the premises. It was a beautiful two-bedroom house set amidst sprawling grounds. It looked perfect from the outside, but I wasn't so sure about staying there alone with my boss. Nonetheless, I decided to give it a chance. That night, I unpacked my belongings in my room and tried to settle in. Around midnight, I heard loud footsteps, followed by my boss's voice. I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Suddenly, my phone rang. Startled, I answered the call, and my boss's face appeared on the screen. "Sorry to bother you so late at night, but I forgot to give you the Wi-Fi password. It's this." He rattled off a long string of random numbers and letters. "Sorry again. Good night." With that, he ended the call. I could have sworn he was standing right outside my door. Shivers ran down my spine. In the following days, weird things kept happening. I often found my boss staring at me intently while we were having lunch. Sometimes he would ask me personal questions about my hobbies and interests, which made me uncomfortable, because he never did that before. Once I caught him recording me while I was talking to a colleague. When I confronted him, he feigned ignorance and deleted the video. I knew he was doing it to gather dirt on me, so I decided to play along. One evening, I invited my girlfriend over. She immediately sensed something was amiss and told me she didn't want to spend the night alone in that house. So she left after spending just an hour there. I was left feeling isolated and upset. Later that night, I heard chains dragging metal moans. I peeked out of my window and saw my boss dragging a large metal chain across the lawn. I felt a chill run down my spine. What was he trying to do? The next morning, I confronted him about the incident. "What was that awful noise last night?" he asked. "It doesn't matter. It's none of your business," he replied evasively. That's when I decided to quit my job. But when I informed my boss of my decision, he said, "I'm sorry, but you can't leave yet. Your 6-month contract hasn't ended." I argued with him, but he just kept repeating the same thing. Feeling trapped, I decided to stay in my room for the rest of my shift. However, just as I settled in my room, I heard chains dragging again. This time accompanied by a woman's screams. My blood ran cold. What was he doing? Unable to bear it any longer, I ran out of the house. When I saw what was happening, my blood ran cold. My boss was hanging a woman on the tree using the same chain. But when she turned her head, I recognized her. It was my boss's wife. At that moment, my boss turned to me and beckoned me closer. "Do you want to join them?" he asked with a sinister grin. My mind reeled. Was this the twisted secret behind his guest house? I struggled to comprehend what I was witnessing. My boss continued, "You have two options. Move into this house and become my captive audience forever, or die right here, right now." My heart raced as I realized the gravity of my situation. How did he turn his wife into this? Why was I here? His sinister proposal echoed in my ears. Trapped and terrified, I stumbled out of the house, desperate for an escape. As primera reina Hawaii knew one thing: I'd never look back. Did you find this story terrifying? Tell us in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like and share it with your friends.